Hello once again everyone, NYY Forever here, and we welcome you back to part 2 of King of the Ring. Thank you once again. Please remember to hit that like and subscribe if you want to see more from Jack the Mac Gaming. We're going to get set to get into the last match of round 1 of the King of the Ring tournament here. As you can hear, in just a few moments we'll be greeted by the Dutch Destroyer himself, Aleister Black. Now Aleister Black's still reeling a little bit from his Intercontinental Championship loss at WrestleMania. However, he looks to get right back on track tonight. And if this man, which I wholeheartedly believe he's another strong contender in this tournament, if he can walk away tonight as the King of the Ring, he may be walking away from Extreme Rules as the Universal Champion. As he stares blankly, heavily focused tonight. However, the problem for Aleister Black tonight is that he doesn't know who he's going to be facing. Aleister Black does not know who will be standing across that ring from him here in a few moments, and frankly neither do I. I don't believe anybody in this arena does. I mean, it could be anybody. We could be talking about a former world champion, it could be a Hall of Famer, it could be a SmackDown superstar. We don't know. We're going to have to wait and see, but I don't think it really matters to Aleister Black. I mean, in his mind, whoever's standing across that ring from him is basically just a target. He doesn't care about your previous accolades. He cares about what you can do right here, right now. And we are about to find out who has to answer the call? Who has to answer the challenge of the Dutch Destroyer? Who is it going to be? Oh my God! Oh my God! Are you kidding me? Former General Manager of Monday Night Raw. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho has entered himself into the King of the Ring tournament. I assume he had permission from Punk. Maybe he entered himself into the tournament before he got fired. I don't know. Regardless, as I was saying, a Hall of Famer. I mean, Chris Jericho, absolutely a future Hall of Famer. There's no question about that. Former undisputed champion, as we all know. And tonight, this man throws his hat back in the ring as a participant of Monday Night Raw. And I think we just found a new favorite. Nothing against Aleister Black. I know the craftiness and the experience of Chris Jericho, and there is no one in this tournament with more experience than Y2J. And I'm still a little bit in shock here. We haven't seen Chris Jericho compete inside the squared circle for quite some time here. Now, he did a wonderful job running the show as the general manager, but those days are long gone now. So here we go, Chris Jericho refocusing now and beginning another phase of his career here tonight as he starts off not too well there. And you got to wonder if ring rust is going to play a part here. Oh, hell of a dragon screw leg whip, and that's what you got to do to Aleister Black. If Chris Jericho can somehow localize those legs and take them out early, that's going to give him a great chance in succeeding here tonight against Aleister Black. But Black, as we all know, as we all have seen, this guy's a competitor and a half. Chris Jericho with a springboard dropkick, but Black's able to dodge out of the way. And again, that's what I'm talking about. Aleister Black is as dangerous as they come. He's got all the tools. He's a fantastic striker right there. Perfect example, right on cue. Gentleman in the front row trying to get the cell phone snapshot. I don't blame him. But Aleister Black's also got the speed. I mean, the one thing he lacks is experience, just like a lot of these other guys, you know. But I feel like he's a little bit more advanced than your typical everyday rookie. I feel like Aleister Black... Oh! Aleister Black knows exactly what to do in that ring. He knows where he is between those ropes. He's got the ring awareness and the match mentality. I mean, he's beyond his years. And that is a dangerous combination for everyone else on the Raw roster. As Black whips Jericho into the ropes. But as we all know, Jericho, Jericho, one of the craftiest competitors we've ever seen in the WWE. Just when you think he's down and out, he'll find a way to put your lights out. Next thing you know, you're looking up. Oh, and Jericho, not faring too well here. And again, I got to say, you got to wonder about the ring rust. Chris Jericho has been a vital part of Monday Night Raw for the past 6 months, but I can't remember the last time we saw him in a match. I mean, it might have been back near, I'm guessing September, October of last year. You're talking about a good half a year away. Oh, my God, nice spinning knee there. And Chris Jericho looks like he is rocked right now as Aleister Black heading up to the top. Jericho getting back to his feet slowly as Black is perched like a gargoyle off the top, picking his spot there. And Black knocks Jericho down with that elbow. May have driven the final nail into the coffin, so to speak. And the double foot stomp off the top, and Aleister Black may put this one away quickly. One. Oh, and that's all he's going to get. We are all aware of the resiliency of Chris Jericho. Oh. Again, some call him the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time. And we all know what he's done with The Rock and Stone Cold and winning that Undisputed Championship. He's multiple-time WWE Heavyweight Champion. I mean, the list goes on and on for Jericho, so to speak. But tonight, he is just in the ring with an insurmountable force here in Aleister Black. Black is taking Chris Jericho to the woodshed. And I do believe this is the first meeting these two have ever had. And boom! Oh my God, right there it is, the Black Mass. That could be it. And that quick lights out. And Aleister Black is moving on to the second round. Chris Jericho just caught in the crosshairs of the Black Mass. And that's as quickly as it can happen, folks. Aleister Black puts Chris Jericho away fairly quickly, and that will benefit him in the later rounds, obviously. Not expending too much energy, not really taking too much damage here in this match. That's got to bode well. And there you see it, Jericho just not ready for that Black Mass. No one ever really is. Nonetheless, Aleister Black, again, advancing to the second round, and he will be facing Shinsuke Nakamura, and my God, you talk about another hard-hitting, bloody bruiser match that's going to be. I certainly look forward to that. Congratulations to the Dutch Destroyer. We will be right back. And we welcome you back once again, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready to head into a huge six-man tag team match here, featuring the very hot, red-hot, on-fire Gentlemen's Club. They're going to be stepping in the ring with some formidable competition here. Former WWE Champion Daniel Bryan, current Universal Champion Sting, and of course, the biggest rival Aiden English has ever had, Apollo Crews, who recently made his return to Monday Night Raw. And again, he is absolutely just, he's got the tunnel vision locked on Aiden English. This should be a hell of a match here, folks. And again, as you just witnessed, we saw the return of Chris Jericho as an in-ring competitor. Not a successful return, however, as the Dutch Destroyer was able to put him away. He hit that Black Mass in the blink of an eye, and that's all it's going to take, man. I'm telling you. Aleister Black did not expend hardly any energy in that match, which is quite a shock to me, but it is what it is at this point. Aleister Black is sitting pretty heading into the second round. And you got to think, we got Aleister Black taking on Nakamura. Nakamura had a pretty tough time putting away a Tommy there, so I'm going to give you the advantage to Black. And then in the second match of round two, we're going to have Dolph Ziggler taking on Seth Rollins, who was severely beaten and battered at the hands of Baron Corbin after their match that kicked off the show tonight. If you remember, Seth Rollins was, not only did he take an end of days on the steel chair, but he was put through a flaming table, and then he had his head kicked into the LED ring post. I mean, EMTs had to rush him to the back, and still the status is questionable. At this point, I can only assume that Seth Rollins will be competing against Dolph Ziggler, but I haven't heard anything official yet, and we await that. But again, you got to say that Aleister Black and Dolph Ziggler sitting kind of pretty right now. Both of them were able to handle their first round competition pretty easily, so. But regardless, anyway, like I said, we got the new and improved Apollo Crews coming on down here. Now, I did get the chance, if you've noticed, Apollo Crews has been wearing those headphones for the last few weeks, and I did get the opportunity to sit down and speak with him quickly about that. He states that he's got those Beats by Dre headphones on, and he feels that it really helps him block everything else out. It helps him focus. It helps him find his inner chi when he comes on down to the ring. I mean, he may suffer from some sort of anxiety disorders, I don't know, but the headphones help to keep him in his own world, and they help keep him focused. So he feels that that is a huge part of his turnaround here. And again, we have a number of guys on the roster now who are trying to really reinvigorate themselves, and Apollo Crews seems to be finding some success there. I mean, look who he's standing beside. You don't stand in the ring with Sting and Daniel Bryan if you're not meant to be there, you know? However, they're staring down the barrel of a shotgun right here as these three dangerous, devious, devastating men approach the ring, led by the Leviathan, the Freak, Big Lars Sullivan. Each one of these men adds something. They bring something to the Gentleman's Club, you know. Jack Gallagher has that unorthodox style. I mean, he's always coming up with creative ways to beat you. Aiden English is just the mastermind of it all. This guy can control a match from start to end. And then, of course, Lars Sullivan, the powerhouse of the Gentleman's Club, the bodyguard, so to speak. He's going to start things off against Daniel Bryan, but, of course, just as I say that, the commentators curse. He tags out. Tags in Aiden English, who's backed into the corner. And Daniel Bryan, are we going to get a clean break here? Of course not. Not with Aiden English on the other side of it there. Anyway, these two gentlemen lock up again. Use that word loosely. This time English is able to back Bryan into their corner. Ref's got to get in there and separate these guys. Another stalemate. Another cheap shot from Aiden English, and this one takes Bryan off his feet. Sting is starting to take exception to this, the dirty tactics there. And Aiden English, a little bit full of himself, is posing right in front of Daniel Bryan, and Daniel Bryan's not really going to allow that. Grabs him by the head, and English is able to fight out. Haven't really seen much action in this one yet, but I have a feeling by the end of this match, I have a feeling there's going to be some broken bodies. Daniel Bryan with a nice crucifix there, knowing that he hasn't done enough damage to really get the pinfall. Aiden English whips Daniel Bryan, and that's where you got to stay away. If you're Sting, Daniel Bryan, or Apollo, you have got to stay out of this island over there. The Gentleman's Club corner is the most dangerous place in this arena to be right now. Those three guys can pick your bones apart like vultures in the desert. Aiden English was shot to the gut there. Oh, and a cross chop to the throat. You see a little bit of violence on display, viciousness. And here we go. Here you see the double team tactics as Lars Sullivan hits a big time suplex on Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan has got to be aware of what's going on. I mean, he just coming back from that injury. I mean, Daniel Bryan was on a roll a few months ago, winning the Royal Rumble in spectacular fashion. Had a little bit of a spat there with the SmackDown star, and Heath Slater. And Daniel Bryan had to focus on Sting for WrestleMania. He was unable to defeat the Icon. And he's still trying to find his bearings here, really. But right now, he's in a little bit of trouble. Oh, Lars Sullivan! What the hell was that? Lars Sullivan just... I have no idea, but he just punched Jack Gallagher off the ring. I guess Lars Sullivan just hits whatever's in front of him here. He knocks Sting down. He's got Daniel Bryan at his mercy. He decided, what the hell, I'm going to go over there and punch Jack Gallagher for no reason. But this guy, they're really... Aiden English and Jack Gallagher, they're really working with Lars Sullivan, really trying to turn him into a gentleman, so to speak, and quell the monster, but I really don't see that becoming reality. I think this guy is just meant to be a beast. He's an unsophisticated monster, but my God, you can see the damage he can do. Daniel Bryan just cannot mount any offense here against the Leviathan. And the Freak drags the goat across the ring there. About to put him away for the slaughter, delivers a huge big boot. And Daniel Bryan is looking very uncomfortable in this match, if you ask me. It looks like he's really just still trying to find his bearings. Like I said, right there, able to counter with a nice arm drag. Now, I'm not sure why he's not going for the tag, though. Daniel Bryan is pretty well versed in tag team action, as we all know, with Team Hell No, but that was some time ago. Daniel Bryan's been a singles competitor ever since then. And again, not familiar and really not aware of when he should be going for the tag, but I don't think it matters because he's setting him up. He's setting him up for that high knee, and boom! Oh, I thought he got it. Lars Sullivan able to swipe him out of the way like a gnat. Deliver a humongous double axe handle to the face. And here we go, Lars with a backbreaker from hell right there. I think he just paralyzed Daniel Bryan. My God. And again, Daniel Bryan's got to be kicking himself right now for not making the tag when he had the chance. Jack Gallagher comes in and picks up the pieces. And a nice drop kick there. And again, when I think Jack Gallagher, the first word that comes to mind is just unorthodox. I mean, this guy, you're standing on second plate. This guy hits you from left field. You don't know what the hell's going on with Jack Gallagher. But right there, Daniel Bryan's doing anything he can. And now wisely taking a split second, going over there and making the tag to the Universal Champion. Stinger comes in and faces a crossbody, and Jack Gallagher's going for the pin. I don't think you're going to catch a Hall of Famer off guard like that. They don't call him the Icon for nothing. But Jack Gallagher uses his quickness and speed. And again, like I said, you never know where he's coming from, man. You think you're grabbing the ketchup and out comes mustard. But this guy, off the wall crazy. Take a look at this. Wraps the arm around, grabs the left arm, and he's going to pull this back. Oh my God! Severe damage done to the elbow and shoulder of Sting right there with one move. But again, it is going to take more than that to bring down the Universal Champion. And Jack Gallagher knows it. Sting doing what he can, fighting out of desperation, trying to get out of that corner. As we have yet to see Apollo Crews enter this match, and I'm sure that once he does, there may be a reason that Daniel Bryan didn't tag Apollo Crews. You got to figure. As Gallagher once again whips Sting into the corner, but Sting able to counter. Staying alive over there, just fouling him off. I'm using a lot of baseball analogies as it is April, it is baseball season, so forgive me for that. And once again, Sting with a fireman's carry out of that corner. He is not letting Gallagher and the Gentleman's Club get the best of him here tonight. But give all credit to Jack Gallagher, as he's been able to thwart Sting as well and keep sending him back in that corner. One more time, Sting reverses out. It's like watching a video game that's programmed not to let you do a double team in the corner. My God. But here we go. Finally, Jack Gallagher able to hit the tag, and he tags in the monster, and he's building up a head of steam. Oh my God, what a double team move that was. Stinger may be in trouble. And Lars Sullivan cannot wait to get his hands on Sting here tonight. And I truly believe Lars Sullivan wants to be the next #1 contender. And I don't have an argument against him being a #1 contender. My God. But right now, again, he just wasn't entered into the King of the Ring contest, so he may just have to wait his turn. I don't know. I don't know if Lars Sullivan's going to be okay with just waiting his turn. He kind of strikes me as the type of person that makes things happen. And here we go again as Lars tags Jack Gallagher back in, and more double team on display as Sting is sent into the rafters. This time there's no harness for him on the way down. That was a hard landing on that mat. Oh God! There's that patented Gallagher headbutt. Stinger is down. Sting is in trouble here, being manhandled by the Gentleman's Club. Gallagher on the top. Stinger's getting back to his feet here. Jack Gallagher's picking his spot, and here we go. And oh man, he delivered both knees down to Sting. Daniel Bryan's still recuperating over there. As Gallagher, again, you don't know what the hell this guy's doing. He's jumping all over the turnbuckles. He's hitting people, knocking them off the ring. I don't know what the hell. Now he's going for a cover here on Sting. Ref, wake up. And we got a 1 and 2. And Sting just able to kick out of that. Now I will say that was, I think it was a little bit of a slow count, but regardless, the match continues. Jack Gallagher whips Sting back into the Gentleman's Club's corner. And Sting is uncharacteristically beaten here. Gallagher tags back in Lars, and like I said, once again, Lars Sullivan, well, there you go. Lars Sullivan thought better of it. He figured maybe we'll get Aiden English in here to do some dirty work for a little bit. And Aiden English does just that as he's got Sting's knee locked up. Holy God, right there. Oh my God. Delivering the fist to the patella. Trying to do some real damage to that knee of Sting, and we know Sting's history with his knee problems. Oh, as Lord Sullivan low bridges Stinger. And Aiden English just irritating the crowd with that one. Oh my God. Jack Gallagher now with an insult to injury, and all three of these hyenas are all over the Universal Champion on the outside now. This is dangerous, dangerous territory for Sting. But Sting is always the fighter, doing everything he can to fight back, but once again, he is just at the mercy of these three gentlemen. Yup, but Sting showing that resiliency once again with a high knee lift. And all of a sudden, just like that, but there you go, the master of the belly-to-belly reversal, Aiden English. Able to counter that and once again regain control, and here we go. Aiden English can be dangerous from the top here as he hits a beautiful picture-perfect swanton on the Stinger. And that knocks Stinger flat. And a cheap shot on Apollo Crews. And Aiden English with another shot there, and he knocks Daniel Bryan off the ring. English is going for the cover on the champ. Referee slow to get into position, but we got a 2. And oh my God! An eyelash away from number 3 right there. But the bigger story here right now is just the domination of the Gentleman's Club. These guys have really gelled and really blossomed as a team. And again, you talk about the 3-man factions here in WWE. I would put these guys up against any of them. These guys are brothers just like the Shield, and you can see they have all the tools, power, brains, speed. I mean, these guys, their ceiling is quite high, I believe. Especially as long as they can keep that monster in their corner, Lars Sullivan. Oh, it drops a heavy elbow to the chest. Collapsing the lungs of Stinger once again. And Sting has got to make a tag here. He's been in there quite a while. So I believe we have yet to see Apollo, but Sting is caught up in that hellacious backbreaker. as Daniel Bryan felt earlier in the match, and Lars Sullivan is sensing the end may be near. And I have a feeling of these three guys, not taking anything away from Jack and Aiden, but I have a feeling Lars is going to have to be the one that puts the champ away. And he's going to do just that. He's setting Sting up for the freak accident. And that may be it. As Lars Sullivan now trying to clear out the competition, and Apollo Crews and Daniel Bryan, and Sting is left alone in the ring by himself. Lars picks up the cover here, and that's going to be it. 1, 2, and Lars Sullivan, oh! A heartbeat away from a huge victory. He rolls Sting back over. He's going to try again. But Stinger, the resiliency of this man, I don't care how old he is, this guy does not know what quit is. And here we go, vintage Sting with the inverted atomic drop. And again, I do have to say I'm a little shocked to see Sting not go for the tag, but he's going for the cover. Referee's distracted here. There's way too much going on with Aiden English on the outside, Apollo Crews trying to get in there. Maybe Sting just trying to slow things down there and catch his breath. That's not a bad idea either. Daniel Bryan's out there trying to pump the crowd up. These guys seem like they're in desperation mode, but Sting may be looking for the end here. As Sullivan doesn't know, Sting drops him in the Scorpion Death Drop. And Lars Sullivan, Aiden English, and Jack Gallagher have the referee distracted. And that is brilliant teamwork there, as that gives Lars that extra moment. 1 to 2, and Lars Sullivan able to power out. And again, that little bit of extra time that was provided by Aiden English and Jack Gallagher, I believe that is the very reason this match is still going on. And finally, we get to see Apollo Crews enter this match. And that was short-lived. And here comes Daniel Bryan. I don't know. Again, when you put three guys together, I mean, they might have each other's backs, and they might be, they all may have a common goal, but you can see they are certainly not a team here tonight. And that is the advantage that the Gentlemen's Club has. I mean, again, you're looking at, I believe, at least 2 Hall of Famers over there in Sting and Daniel Bryan, but the Gentlemen's Club are just making all 3 of these guys look like fools tonight. And what a move there by Jack Gallagher, the float over DDT. Unbelievable quickness by this guy. Lars Sullivan, you can see he's a little shaken up there. Took that Scorpion Death Drop. I thought that was going to be the end of the match, but again, with Gallagher and Aiden English over there, these guys know what to do. They know when they need to get the ref's attention. And that was a brilliant, brilliant tag team move. Jack Gallagher able to find a counter there to Apollo. And he's got him in control right now. And he whips him into the corner here, and we could be seeing some more double team, and he brings the monster back in. Lars Sullivan, we saw him do this to Sting moments ago. Lars bouncing coast to coast here. He's 10 feet up. Oh, and he smashes down on that abdomen of Apollo Crews. And Lars Sullivan tagging in the fresh man, Aiden English. And Apollo Crews has no choice but to tag out. There are no fresh men on that side of the ring. Sting comes in and takes a double fist to the face, and you can see the disrespect. The confidence of Aiden English here. That's the Universal Champion. That's the #1 guy on Raw that you're wiping dirt on there, pal. Aiden English able to roll out of the way there and catch a Sting with a nice back body drop. Credit Aiden English with a beautiful move and a flying senton. Aiden English is showing some flashes of greatness here himself as he's calling Sting back up. He may be setting him up. He's got something in mind here. Delivers a shot to the back, and Sting is up in no man's land. And look where he's at. He's not even in the middle of the ring. And a nice flip out there by Aiden English. Lars Sullivan in. Here we go. 1, 2. And Lars catches Daniel Bryan. That's it. The Gentlemen's Club pick up an enormous win tonight. Lars Sullivan and company have defeated Apollo Crews, Daniel Bryan, and your Universal Champion Sting in very impressive fashion. And, oh, they're not done yet as Jack Gallagher wipes out Daniel Bryan, and Aiden English does the same to his buddy Apollo Crews out there, which is going to leave Lars Sullivan and Sting in the middle of the ring. Lars Sullivan plants the Universal Champion with a freak accident. Now he's headed to the outside. What is he doing? Lars Sullivan, come on, man. You won the damn match. That's got to be enough. Come on. Lars Sullivan has grabbed those steel steps, and he shoves them into the ring. This is not good. And Lars Sullivan, oh my God, he just trucked Sting. He busted him open. Sting is in trouble right now. Apollo Crews and Daniel Bryan have been taken out of the equation. They've been laid out on the outside. And Lars Sullivan's got a steel chair wrapped around Sting's ankle. God damn! Oh my God! He just broke Sting's ankle. Lars Sullivan just shattered Sting's ankle in that chair. My God! And the Gentleman's Club may have just elevated themselves and become the most dangerous, the most impactful team on the Monday Night Raw roster. Fucking despicable. Damn it. Ladies and gentlemen, Sting is not looking good in the ring here. We're going to have to get some EMTs here. Sting looking like Seth Rollins earlier tonight. This is, that's our Universal Champion, folks. And the referee's signaling, get down here. He's in trouble. Sting is hurt. My God. Lars Sullivan snapped that ankle on that chair, and Sting is refusing the medical attention, but where does this leave our Universal Champion? He is visibly, clearly injured. My God. Well, ladies and gentlemen, stick with us because the King of the Ring tournament continues. Round 2, Dolph Ziggler, Seth Rollins. That match is next. And as promised, ladies and gentlemen, we are back and we are continuing the King of the Ring tournament. This will be the first match of the second round as Dolph Ziggler, who earlier tonight was able to advance over Velveteen Dream, looks to continue his winning ways here against Seth Rollins. And I have been told Seth Rollins will compete. He was evaluated by our medical management team. Looks like he has a bit of a shoulder injury. I don't know the specifics, however, as obviously we didn't have enough time for MRIs and shit like that, but we may know a little more about it in the coming days. However, he's gonna show his desire and his heart here tonight. He's gonna be willing to compete here against Dolph Ziggler, and that is not gonna be an easy task for sure. You gotta wonder. I mean, Baron Corbin. It's been a while since I've seen ruthlessness like that. What he did to Seth Rollins, my God. Put him through that flaming table, smashed his head up against the LED board. When he hit the deep 6 on the outside, he hit it on a TV monitor, which I believe could have broken Rollins' shoulder. But anyway, you see the Kingslayer. And this guy, my God, he's oh, you can see he's all wrapped up. He's got that elbow brace on. He's trying to make his way out here. He can barely walk. Seth Rollins does not look like he is in shape to compete here tonight, but you cannot tell this man no. You cannot keep this man from competing as he's dragging his carcass down to the ring as best as he possibly can. I don't see too much of a light at the end of the tunnel for Seth Rollins here tonight. Oh my God. He looks like he was in a car wreck, ladies and gentlemen. Jeez. Well, anyway, Rollins. Oh, wait a minute! Wait, as if that wasn't enough! My God! Adam Cole! Adam Cole just clipped Seth Rollins, and you can see the brace he had on his knee. And look at, he's not done. Adam Cole just, oh my God, the OWN. Jesus fuck! When does it end? Dolph Ziggler just smashed a chair over the face. 1, 2, and of course that is gonna be it. God, fuck! Fuck! Dolph Ziggler is going to be advancing to the King of the Ring finals. I don't know how he can be happy about it. Ladies and gentlemen, please tune in to part 3. Pray that somebody whips his ass. We'll be right back.